I'm Tiffany Lockheart, and Lorne Armstrong is the total package.
The turtle's name was Yancey.
Yancey.
Yancey. The turtle's name was Yancey.
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 She a baddie, she showing her panties.
Yancey makes me dancey.
She a baddie, she showing her panties.
Can't help but shake my panties.
She a baddie, she showing her panties.
Yancey makes me dancey.
She shake it like jelly.
Can't help but shake my panties. The turtle's name was Yancey.
Yancey.
Yancey. The turtle's name was Yancey. Yancey makes me dancey. Can't help but shake my panties.
Not fucking yours. And she tried to tell you that before.
She shake it like jelly.
I don't have a big belly.
Off the juice, acting loose.
I got some thinking to do.
Yancey makes me dancey.
Fuck!
The turtle's name was Yancey.
Yancey.
Yancey. The turtle's name was Yancey.
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 She a baddie, she showing her panties.
Yancey makes me dancey.
She a baddie, she showing her panties.
Can't help but shake my panties.
She a baddie, she showing her panties.
Yancey makes me dancey.
She shake it like jelly.
Can't help but shake my panties.
I'm out of town, thugging with my round, my coochie pink.
Stop putting me down!
I can't say his name, cause he be cheap. I love you, baby. Yeah.
You like the cheaters?
I'm out here in Miami,
The turtle's name was Yancey.
looking for the hoochie daddy.
How did the doctor see you in your panties?
Now set up and let's start the show.
Last time on MoNegroes.
Lorne met a 25-year-old hot ticket who was desperate for a place to stay, but not too desperate to gamble with her life. Their meeting went something like this.
Oh my God, what is that?
That's my chicken master plan community with a private golf course designed by PGA legend Jack Nicholson.
Don't you mean the golden bear Jack Nicholas?
If you would shut the fuck up, I could answer.
Rude. No, not the chickens. What are those?
Those are condoms hanging on a clothesline to dry. What do they look like? Are you on drugs? Follow-up questions. Do they make you horny for my penis?
Okay, bye.
Bull fucking shit. You were much sweeter when I was following you around Cornville in my truck. Aunt Sharon said Roy can't be my brother anymore. She also said you are a bitch.
Jumping Jehoshaphat, Lorne really got himself in a pickle, and Samantha narrowly escaped with her life. We now return to the thrilling conclusion of SMH.
You're watching MoNegroes on YouTube.
Why I sucked at that.
Jumping Jehoshaphat.
Anyway.
Yeah, you wrote that to a man. Anyways.
Anyone here who made Lorne masturbate himself to completion, raise your hand. I should see two hands raising, and it's not me or it's not Slothcat.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
Sharon's right on that, because I can't risk him getting me in trouble.
Right, Roy's out on the street because this woman didn't think your shipping container was livable.
That's not the thing, honey. The thing is, Roy doesn't even care about himself right now. So if he doesn't care about himself, he's not going to care about me. He's not going to care about what he does. He'll bring alcohol, radio.
An hour ago, Roy was going to live
just
there.
like he did last week.
If Samantha would have come over and they just had a great meeting, and she was very excited to move in, he'd be talking about what a positive, how great it is to see Roy around such good people. And he's really, like, maybe Roy can turn it around. Like, he's still not going to be fully optimistic because he wants Roy to get the fuck out of this equation. This Three's Company needs to turn into a little dirty duo really quickly, but, you know, he's going to sell it up. But yeah, no, fuck
now
Roy.
Samantha ain't coming. Now Roy's from.
Roy's a piece of shit.
We can hit it over on Ben's land right next to my land.
It's all about you,
Right
right?
next- When it comes to me not going to jail, yes. I bought this, not Roy.
You didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Unemployment did.
For 3 years, it was my money that I earned. There was only 6 months of unemployment.
Does Lorne not realize it takes most people more than 3 years to purchase a property? It takes most people have to pay off property in a home for longer than 3 years. And so you did it for 3 years, 6 months. 6 months it was done by someone else. That's a good chunk of that time. Right? Like that's
Didn't you get most of that in a will?
Just the trailer.
That's
the house
part.
That's the
Just
whole
the
thing.
house part.
The lawnmower. That's what I got in Uncle Rich's will.
Isn't that
And look what he's done
everything?
with
No, the land I bought.
Will.
Huh?
What did you buy it with?
With my money.
Oh my God.
There was only 6 months of unemployment
That's it.
to help
Just
pay for
half a
this.
year. Just a
The other
scant
3
half
years
of
was all
a
my
year.
money from my work. Why are you trying to find fault with that? Because that doesn't make sense.
Because of your holier than thou attitude.
No. It's the fact of the matter. I got to look out for me. I can't look out for Roy when Roy's not even looking out for himself. I've told Roy not to drink before. What's he do? He
That's
sneaks
not what
fucking
you
alcohol.
said.
I have told Roy not to drink here before.
Look, Uncle
And
Clay.
what does he do? He puts
Yeah.
alcohol here in his fucking toolbox and puts it in his coffee, in his soda. And
Where's this anger coming? Like, he didn't just find this out within the last hour.
No.
About
No.
he's been complaining about the hiding alcohol since the ham saga, wasn't it? Whenever it was that Roy was asleep, passed out in the car, and Lorne is
Yeah,
losing his
Roy-
fucking mind.
Roy's been doing this move for a while. So
Oh, no,
it's weird.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I forgot.
I was gonna say he's Frank Reynolds with the fucking wine in a can.
Yeah.
Right? We're not doing intervention because of your good ideas. But I mean, he just wants to find a reason to be, and he's just piling it on. This shows you that how little of experience Lorne has in a relationship, because anyone else if you've been in a relationship and you go to your partner and you tell them something that's wrong or something, and they use it as an opportunity to tell you how you're a piece of shit and to remind you, hey, not only is that bad, but that land, you don't even pay for your land. Like you unemployment pay for, like, this relationship is over. Like, if this was a real relationship, now will be the time to go, because there's nothing but resentment.
That's why it's always funny when you remind him, like, Jamie's an asshole, and he's just like, well, she used to be sweet to me, and it was like for a month at the very beginning of this, but it's been this ever since, where like nothing he does is good. She just finds anything to rip him for.
And it's like you said, in his mind, once he gets her to Cornville, it'll be right back to that honeymoon phase.
Mm-hmm.
But he's so inexperienced, he doesn't understand what a honeymoon phase means.
No, he doesn't, because he doesn't know anything about these people.
He knows he loves them,
Yeah.
and that they're awesome.
They're special, right?
Yes, and they make him. He likes how they make him feel.
Right, because of the way they are with him, the way they are together.
That's
You know what I
the way
noticed?
they are with him. They're
You know what I
horrible.
noticed is he can tell them things that he couldn't tell anyone else. I
But then
noticed
when
that.
you ask him
Yes.
what those are, he can't remember any of them.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I know I've told you things I haven't told anyone else. Just don't ask me what they are.
When I was 12, I masturbated for the fight. Like what he was talking about.
Oh, that's right.
The
His
things,
secret.
the things he was telling Casey.
His big secret that he masturbated in the toilet too.
Oh my god, that's
I thought you'd like to know something I never told anyone before.
and then you just hear click. That is the last thing you will ever tell me.
And whatever he's drinking. And he thinks he's fucking smart enough to hide it. I found fucking beer cans all over the fucking place when I got back from.
You said Roy
from
isn't
being
looking out
incarcerated.
for himself, so he isn't looking out for me. That's what you said.
Yeah. He's not gonna
Just
look
tear
out.
him down.
He's not looking out for himself. Why is he gonna look out for me?
Yeah, good point. You're over 50.
I know.
He brings alcohol here, it gets me in trouble.
Yeah.
And put me right back in jail. No thank
But that wasn't an issue.
20 minutes ago.
Yeah, when the girl was going to live there, that wasn't
Exactly.
a problem.
Maybe for
He
sure
wants
it
to
was
do
a
that shit
little
to
longer.
himself, that's fine. I'm not gonna let him do it to
Mike
me.
Roy's out on the street, but I'll help him if a girl comes along.
Yes, thank you.
No. I was trying to help Roy before. That's why I told him the lady in Madison that I'd be over tomorrow instead of today. I had to fix my sink, and I figured I'd go over and talk to Roy and see if he'll straighten his ass out. Get over here and start getting his life back.
What
But
was
that didn't even happen. Huh?
What was that?
What was what?
There's an echo.
Yeah, Jamie heard the echo.
Yeah.
Echo.
What was that?
I don't know.
Just keep it moving, Lauren. Just
Walking
keep...
around in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Not suspicious at
I've
all.
been my hands on the counter.
Go ahead, Fluff.
Oh no, I just said it was not suspicious at all.
No.
It was, an echo, and you've been
He's not-
recorded many a times before. But
Yeah, but he's so. I think he's just so angry right now. He's probably. You think he's looking out the window to see if she's coming back? Like kind of pacing back and forth to see. Maybe she's driven away and came to her senses, and she's going to turn around.
That's what he's hoping for.
He's definitely
Right?
hoping for that, yeah.
Because what
But
a
the
good,
problem
what a cute story to tell their children.
The problem is he's not horny anymore.
Well,
Before he was all revved up.
okay, but if she turns around and comes back, that's going to
Oh,
get
that's
that
a
dink
different
working.
story. Well,
That's going to get that dink thinking
it's
because
supposed
she's going to turn
to
around and
get
come
it
back.
thinking. Yeah.
Well, no, she's going to come back and she's going to come on. She comes back and realizes she was wrong, and then they embrace, and she's like, "Care for a cuddle," and then that's how it starts.
That's hot.
Someone actually, I think it was Logan W. came up with the title for the Hallmark movie. It was "Drop Shed Gorgeous," and I think that's amazing.
That
I think
is.
it's an amazing. That's
That's
an amazing
perfect.
title. How do we get Jennifer Love Hewitt attached to this project?
That. Is that the sound?
Yeah, Lauren, just keep it moving.
I know. He's not going to, though.
No.
Because right at this moment, she's not
I'm
telling him
looking-
he's a piece of
keeping my hands
shit.
on the
So.
counter.
Yeah.
Honey, you can't expect me to look after Roy when he doesn't want to look after himself.
I don't think she cares about you.
No,
Doesn't
she never
He
did.
doesn't
care.
look after me when he
No.
comes here now. He comes here drunk.
Just pointing out the bullshit. That's
I
all
can't,
it is.
I can't have that around me.
Jamie
Why
ultimately
does
would
he
like
have
you to
to
go
look
back.
after you?
Well, because when it comes to him drinking here, that could send me back to jail.
You've known that for years, Lorne, and he's done it for
I'm
years.
not supposed to have alcohol on the
But there was a girl about to come over, so
Yes, yeah.
you got to
Right.
throw caution to the wind.
I mean, Lorne was also drinking for a long time and didn't
Oh,
give
yeah.
a shit. The police didn't give a shit. So does Lorne really think that if probation goes out there and Roy is drunk in the shed, shirtless, that Lorne's gonna go to prison for it?
Is he worried they're going to find beer cans and assume they're Lorne's?
Right?
That
Like they're
was
not gonna. They're gonna be in the shed because they're gonna be
Right.
sharing 26 and a half. I don't think you understand how the math works, you boy. They're each gonna have 13 and 1/4 foot of livable space.
That's nice.
That's very for $200 a month.
And you have to work as well on top of that.
Well,
Or
we
Lorne.
gotta work off. Lorne's figured out a way to have slaves pay you. Now that's next level.
That is
It's
next level.
It is next level when you get slaves and you're like, all right, now I need a couple $100. Blue Boy, get your getting old to look into that.
I'll ask him.
So
Roy
then
doesn't
why
care.
consider it at all?
Because I don't want Roy to be out on the street and homeless.
Yeah.
But I try to help him out, but he's not even helping. He doesn't even care right now. He doesn't even care about himself. You know, it's pretty fucking upsetting.
Is baby
I
boy
hate to
here?
see him so fucking down like this.
Oh, baby
He's
boy.
Is that what you said, baby boy?
It's gonna be okay, Lorne.
This is not a
That's himself.
situation to cry.
It really is.
Lockhart, you don't understand. He's not getting any sympathy from her. He has to start crying.
That's what's so great about this call. It's so many things at once.
Yeah,
Like
goes
he's
through
getting
every
rejected.
emotion.
He's getting rejected again, but this time by his girlfriend.
I don't think I've ever met anyone at any age, like a preschooler or like any time, that anyone's ever cried as much as Lorne does.
It's his last move that worked.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
think
He
about,
cries so, like, when I was a little kid, I don't think I knew anyone who cried like this.
Oh, you were such a bitch when you were a little kid, though. I bet you cried all the time.
Dude.
So let's not. Well, no, let's not go there. You
No.
were quite the bitch.
That was pretty cool.
Oh my god, with that Pokemon incident. Okay, let's think about this though. The way Lorne grooms, he grooms the only way that's ever worked for him, right? He's stuck with that. So we know that crying has been the only thing that's ever worked for him to get out of trouble at all. I know that shit didn't work in the military. But I'm worked with family, might have worked with teachers who were it's embarrassing.
You
You're
can't cry your way
fucking
out of
man.
assignments in the military.
You actually can't. Yeah, that's not gonna.
What?
That's not gonna. Yeah, that's probably why he didn't last.
But wait a second. In Taken Abroad, after Paul died, Aaron was able to stay in their bed and cry for the day.
This shows what you don't know. That's the Army. Lorne was in the Air Force, so yeah, you can't cry your way out of assignments in the Army.
That is
it's in
true.
the rules. So again, you're showing your womanness. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Woman. Yeah, we'll make sure to have you on at least twice for Woman Month because you have a lot to learn, a lot to atone for this year.
I got it. Thank you. Yes.
That's why he needs help.
But you can't help somebody that don't want to help themselves.
Yeah.
We've all tried.
Tell me
what
about
way?
He
it.
had mom. He had mom so stressed out before it was unbelievable.
What about when your brother
won't
had to
let him
tell
stay
your
at mom's
mother that
anymore.
you got arrested in a sting for trying to have sex with a child?
Tiffany, that's in the past.
I love the past.
Well,
I just want to bring it up and
you know
live
who
in the
can't
past.
live in the past? Ralph and Lori, because they screwed so many people over.
they live so far in the future. Yeah.
So what's the story? His brother had to tell Mama Gwen that Lorne was in prison for the sting.
Yeah, he called his brother.
Oh, he didn't call his mom. He called Roy.
I don't think he called Roy. I want to say he called Paul.
Oh, because Roy would have probably been drunk.
Roy
Why
was
Paul?
drunk. I don't know.
Roy's
Well,
at the Pinewood.
yeah, exactly.
All right.
He tried to call, but he couldn't understand him.
He's like, Mom, Lord called. He said he got a record deal. No, I have a prison record. A record.
Yeah. I believe that I don't remember him specifically saying the name. I think he might have said Paul.
They just got real close after the whole blowjob thing that he decided
Well,
Paul
come
had
on
to be
now.
the call.
Come on.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that is a good point, though, Tiffany. Think about this, though. If he did call Paul, would it have been because, like, hey, you got me in this? The only way he would justify being that the person that you call is like, you put me down this trail. That'd be the only reason to justify it. Because
I don't think he would have been able to call anybody else. He doesn't talk to Ralph. I don't think he really talks to
Well,
Lori.
Did he not talk to Ralph before the sting, or was it because of the sting that he doesn't talk to Ralph?
I think things were happening before. I don't think they had a good relationship. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I do know in the chat log, and it's Paul's kids, though, right? Wasn't he living with Paul?
Yes.
So he tells Kayla that he thinks something is wrong with Messenger because as soon as he gets on, his nieces log off.
Right.
Yeah, so something's wrong with Messenger. And I always found, because this is obviously this is pre-Sting, so, and he left there with a really weird excuse for why he left there. In my opinion, it's a kind of a weird excuse for, you're leaving to be closer to someone, but like just geographically slightly closer, but still never meeting them. It doesn't make sense. But it is very strange that he does point out that when he gets on, they log off. I think that's weird.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing how he says that nobody answers his calls. You know, amongst his catfish friends.
Oh, yes.
Well, because I have to turn the voice changer on. I can't exactly answer it right away.
No, exactly. Yeah, there was always, I mean, you know, Ember had to get everything all together. Yeah.
I don't think he ever was suspicious of Casey because I couldn't answer the phone whenever he would call because I'd have to find the voice changer, plug it in, and then turn it on. So, but he never. I don't think he ever once questioned why she never picked up.
Changing out of yoga pants, and those take a while because you know they're. I can't wait to get to the flirty talk about the fucking yoga classes on.
Oh God! I started doing the text messages today, and a lot of people are going to be upset because he just at the first like few weeks of the text, he's just love bombing, and I know how people feel about that. It is sick.
Well, I don't understand how he's been having exclusively online and fake relationships for years, and he is still so bad at any kind of flirting. Like everything just sounds like it's dripping in sewer water. It's so gross.
I know it is.
Oh, I got a front row seat to you. Like it's so fucking gross. Like it's so, and you know, because Patrick makes everything Lorne says sound so much better.
Yeah.
Even with Pat, so just imagine that coming out of Lorne's mouth, like it's so fucking gross.
Yeah, and you can imagine him like if it wasn't over text, but he was saying it, he's like smiling.
Yeah, he's doing that gay bullshit.
Yeah.
But I wonder how he's reading the text from Casey in his head though, because they aren't very friendly.
Well, in his head, she's sitting across from him at the Sting house on the edge of her seat.
He hears a little child.
Yes, yeah.
So,
yes.
She's responding, so that's enough.
Yeah.
That's it. Attention. That's all he hears.
Mm-hmm.
The only option that he has is the homeless shelter or here in the shed. And now I can't let him stay in the shed because I can't take that chance.
But
I hate
why?
to fucking see him like this.
Oh, baby boy.
I know.
It's so sad.
Because the woman insulted you. Stop with this bullshit.
That's relentless.
The man is crying,
What are you
Jamie.
thinking about the fucking woman?
Right, so it's like Lorne had to find the path to get to crying for him because he's really sad for himself, right?
Yeah.
He's hurting.
Oh yes,
he's hurting, but he couldn't. Just like he couldn't find an off road when he was on his way to the Sting house, this man could not find a way to get to his emotions to cry for Jamie without it seeming like he was crying because he got insulted by this stranger. Like that's really all it is. So you know what? I'm crying because I'm sad because I feel bad for Roy suddenly.
As he's just gazing out the window, hoping that the fucking prostitute comes back.
He keeps seeing like headlights. He's like getting all excited. It weren't her.
Where did you get that at?
The tears stopped.
yeah.
I was talking about Roy.
My brother.
Because he can't now because of her. It's not hard to follow along.
It's because of the people that he's hanging around with.
Yeah.
He's bringing people in like that. He's not going to be here. He's not bringing people like that here.
Like that.
He's, you know what though? He's never brought anybody over there. Well, the only person I do remember Julie going over there one time. And that was when her and Roy were working together. And I remember this because he was talking to Winnie and Lorne kept telling Roy that he stunk so bad and he was like kept coming near him. He was wasted. So he's just like laughing and, getting way too close. And he probably hadn't bathed in a really long time. And I think that's when he had even the pants in his van that had shit in them that were sitting there for a few days.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. So he was trying to get him into the shower and he kept saying, Julie's coming. You got to get into the shower. And I remember that Roy had mentioned to Mama Gwen that he and Julie were going to sleep over at Lorne's house. And her response was that Lorne's house stinks. And Lorne got offended by that. It was pretty good. Yeah.
But I do remember Roy did have one person there one time because Lorne was very upset. Didn't he feed them spaghetti or something? He offered them food, and then he went out.
He gave that was when Roy drove drunk, right?
Yeah, and he was all pissed off. He called the police, but he said he went to go feed them something, and they were
spaghetti. Yeah, he fed them spaghetti.
he fed the two drunk guys spaghetti in the shed, like Lady and the Tramp. And then, and then they drove, and he was like, I think he might have cried on that one too. I'm just so worried about him driving drunk.
Yeah.
Or don't you drive drunk all the time? That was in the past.
In fact, I want to say that he may have driven drunk that night.
He did. Yeah.
Because but he wasn't as drunk. Yeah, but he wasn't as drunk as Roy. So
he was only a few sips over the limit.
He's just a few sips. The officer actually said you're just a few sips over the limit because that's how it works.
How do you measure the few sips over the limit? How do you know?
They know by your blood. The officer told him you're a few sips over. You're just a few. If you would have taken 3 less sips of that Bud Light.
Damn, I hate that, man.
Lorne, I hate to have to do this to you because you're I can tell you're an upstanding guy who will never do anything in the future other than this OWI.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to have to do this to you, Mr. Armstrong.
He's brought another person like that here before, and I let him stay the night. It was actually the friend Julie that he was talking about.
Yeah.
Well, then what makes this
That's
one different other than the prostitute not wanting to sleep there?
She was hotter.
Yeah.
No.
I don't
Smarty
like
would have stayed
to the streets for you, Roy, but I'll cry that I can't help him.
To the streets for you.
Why do you not understand? I'm not putting myself in jeopardy of going to jail because he wants to drink.
Then why the fuck are you crying about it?
I'm trying to get him to knock his bullshit off with the alcohol.
He's not going to knock his bullshit off. He's an alcoholic, Lorne.
Right.
Have you ever knocked your bullshit off? No.
To the streets for you.
Tell him.
That's right.
Let him have it.
Oh my gosh.
Get out of here.
Hey, what?
Taking the chance.
I know I was taking the chance to try to get my brother back on his feet.
Not now.
And I told him that.
Right, but now that this woman comes along, not anymore.
Yep.
But not when he's going to bring people around like that. He's hanging around people like that. I don't want people over here like that.
But he met this prostitute earlier in the day, right?
Yes.
Alleged prostitute.
He doesn't show me enough.
That is
respect to
true.
not
Do we
fucking
even
bring
know
alcohol.
that?
No, I just keep saying it, but I don't think it's not verified.
We're going to get sued by slander by Samantha Hooker.
I mean, but she's at least on drugs because
Right? Yeah.
I mean,
doesn't
obviously.
know what a chicken house is, you know?
Did you hear the way she talked about the house? Come on. Drugs.
He doesn't respect me enough to not bring alcohol around here when I've told them I can't have alcohol on the property. And he still brings it on the property.
Right, but he was going to move in today.
If he stopped drinking,
Like this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that moment.
it's like Aunt Sharon said, sometimes they've got to fall flat on their face
And that moment was when that,
before they
But now
fucking
that
stop.
that
this
bitch
woman
turned me
comes
down.
along, not anymore.
No, because I don't want people like that around here.
People who don't want to be there already.
Why do you not
Yeah.
understand, honey? Roy is not helping himself. He doesn't want to help himself.
Right, but he was going to move in today.
Yeah. If he would have gotten his pulled his head out of his ass.
Right, but now that this woman comes along, not anymore.
Yeah, because he's not pulling his head out of his ass.
Right, but he was going to move in today.
It showed me that he's not pulling his head out of his ass.
Who said she was going to come around? She never had before.
No, I never seen her before today.
We followed her.
Yeah.
But obviously he's known her for a while. That was last year. Last year that Roy brought Julie over here when he was working for Chimbro.
Right, but Roy's a lost cause now because you were embarrassed by her.
No, honey. Roy's not a lost cause if he can get his fucking head out of his ass. But he's got to want to. When he doesn't want to, there's no way that I can do anything to help him.
I don't understand. Lorne is such a prolific liar. Why is he not just choosing to lie? And because it's like there's something missing in between the girl leaving and him coming to this conclusion. I called him to tell him about it, and he told me, "Fuck you. If you don't like her, never talk to me." There's just, why are you calling your girlfriend and telling her that because you're so upset about some stranger some stranger you don't know, rejecting you, that now you don't want to see your brother again? How, if this was a real relationship, how do you think that would make her feel? Right? Like, just imagine having a conversation with an actual partner of yours and telling them that you're so upset that some girl rejected you to live with you that now you're not going to talk to your brother anymore, and fuck all, he can live on the streets for all you care. She'd be like, "The fuck is wrong with you? What are you talking about? What is going on with this bitch? Like, what is going on with her? Nothing. I don't even know her. But like, fuck him."
Exactly. He just keeps saying he won't take his head out of his ass.
You would think that you were missing, there is something missing here, because how are you getting to this conclusion from where it doesn't make any sense. Well, he won't take his head out of his ass. What are you not understanding?
Yeah.
I tried to get him to come over here today. He didn't want to. He didn't even know that today was Thursday. He didn't even know that it was Mom's birthday.
But I like how both these people that Lorne's like, I'm trying to help him, neither of them wanted to help.
That is true. That is true. Roy wasn't asking. She wasn't asking.
No, Roy was like, I'm going to take a nap instead of going over there.
Like his look. He didn't even care to look.
You asked me.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss
what day it was yesterday.
I wanted to make sure that yesterday wasn't the 24th. I couldn't remember what the date was.
God damn it, Lorne.
You asked me yesterday. Yeah, but that was yesterday. Why are you looking for faults? It was yesterday. I know it today. Don't I know it today? It's like a comedy sketch, but Lorne, he could have just admitted so long ago, "I'm just upset. I'm really fucking pissed off. I don't want anything to do with anything with Roy. Fuck him. I don't care if you think, yeah, it's shitty. Yeah, I'm being petty. I don't give a shit. What are you gonna do about it?" And just be done. But instead, this is like having an argument with someone about politics and trying to convince them why they're voting wrong.
Yeah.
Because you just feel differently. You guys, this is the fucking Casey argument about Alex Jones all over again. You guys see fundamentally differently on this. That's not going to change.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks that you are a piece of shit, and you're doing this because of that girl, and you're coming up with whatever bullshit reason, excuse, and just accept it and move the fuck on, and it goes on for another hour.
Yeah.
What are you not understanding, Jamie?
Well, that is one of Lorne's superpowers, is his ability to, he will not let an argument die like this. You know what I mean? He can keep this going forever.
Yeah. Lorne's one of those people who would say, well, in a relationship, it's really important to me that we never go to bed angry. And instead, he'd rather just fucking exhaust you because he wants you to get to the point where you just tell him, okay, I'm happy. We're not fighting anymore, and I love you. Let's have a TV kiss and then go to bed.
Do you ever do that on the phone with you, Tiffany? Do you ever just be like, all right, fine, you win this argument because you were done having it? Because Lorne can just keep going forever?
I don't think so.
Tiffany
because
doesn't like to lose arguments.
I will not lose. Yeah, exactly. I'll just keep.
Unless it's with her family or her job or the mailman or the paper boy.
I mean, I think he got me a few times. So I was just like, dude, there's no way we're gonna end it. This can go on for the rest of the night.
Then it will.
You get what I'm saying? That's what he can do that.
I know. Yeah. I don't know. I think I probably beat him down pretty good.
Yeah, you got Fortnite to play.
Yeah, I got stuff to do.
But
Fortnite.
But then again, Lorne doesn't have anything to talk about either.
Yeah, so it needs to be something, right? Like there needs to be.
If the argument's over, then what?
Yeah, right. So it's like talking to Jesse. If the choice is drama or the same fucking 3 stories I've heard 1,000 times, and let's just go for the drama then.
Let's just start.
All right, let's do this then.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, different for you.
Oh, and different from me because I've got my mother's birthday in mind. Versus drinking for 5 fucking days and not knowing what day it is at all.
But you didn't know what day it was yesterday.
He's got his mom's birthday in mind.
You're still trying to find fault with me on shit.
So explain to how it works, Lorne, because you are saying that Roy's not welcome because he won't help himself. But today he was going to move in.
Well, no, I was trying to get him to move here today, but he didn't even want to. He didn't even want to come here.
He said no.
Right, so what if he did?
At least that would have given me a clue. Okay, he's wanting to try now.
So is in his head? Is he punishing Roy?
How can you help somebody
by not allowing him? But Roy
Yes.
doesn't want to be there anyway.
No, he doesn't.
So basically, so I'm understanding what Lorne is saying is, I gave Roy a choice today: sobriety, living with me, or continue living this life of decadence that you're living right now. This fucking cuddled up with this 25-year-old trollop here, making bad decisions, making drunk decisions, or come live with me, be on the straight and narrow in my trailer where I know you will fail, but she won't, so she can stay, but then I can kick you out and say, well, I fucking tried. I tried. Roy's a lost cause.
Yeah.
So that's it. And so this is the 3rd time being rejected today. He was rejected by Roy. He was rejected by this girl, and now he's rejected by Jamie.
But like in his head, he's making it sound like he's the one who like came to these conclusions without being rejected. You know what I mean?
Well, no, but because he's the way he posed it, he wasn't rejected. Roy rejected sobriety.
Right, but Lorne's like, I'm not allowing him to stay in the trailer. But it's like, but Roy already said he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, but he didn't say. But in Lorne's mind, he didn't say I don't want to be there. He's saying I don't want to be sober. That's how Lorne's phrasing it. Because him saying he doesn't want to go live there is him saying I'm choosing to be a drunk and live in this motel and have nothing, Lorne. Thank you, thanks anyway, but I'm just gonna be a piece of shit. And so Lorne's disgusted with his decision. That's insane.
Still, now what?
It doesn't embarrass me. She irritated me. I'm embarrassed by her. That's her own fault. She wants to sleep in the truck instead of clean the shed out. That's her problem, not mine.
No, she embarrassed you for sure.
I was nice enough to offer it. So that's what pissed me off.
Yeah, pat yourself on the back.
It's her attitude. You're still trying to find fault with me on shit that it's like, why would you try to find fault with me? I tried to help somebody else. No, I'm not shutting up because you're still trying to find fault with me. I'm trying to help. When I try to help somebody else out, it's like I can't do anything right.
Shut up.
No.
Do you love your dog? Then feed him the best. Big chunks of real meat, wholesome ingredients, and no fillers. If your dog is just okay, feed that fucker Gravy Train. With orange pieces, green pieces, and yellow pieces, we guarantee your dog will eat several colors of food in each steamy bowl. Did some dogs die eating Gravy Train? Sure, but some people die drinking water. Are you going to stop giving your dog water because you want to be a little whiny bitch? If you love your dog, feed them something else. But for the rest of us, all aboard the Gravy Train, the official gravy-based snack of the LWO.
Gravy.
You were rude and swore and insulted her. Wow, Lorne, you are so great. That's what you want to hear.
The way she fucking get on and start walking around like she owns the place, I want to know if I can walk all over. Pathetic is the way she wanted to fucking run over me by walking around on my property.
Fuck off.
What? Why are you telling me to fuck off?
So he hung up and then called back.
Oh, I thought she hung up.
I think she hung up.
Oh,
Yeah,
she did? Okay.
I think she told him to fuck off, and she hung up. And that's hilarious because it's been over an hour. It's over an hour into the call.
Yeah.
And I mean, not only is she just calling him a piece of shit, she outright has the other girls back. Like, big man, look at you, you're a big man. Whatever, you're a piece of shit. Like that hurt poor Lorne.
This day started off so great for him.
I know. It
That's
did.
what I'm saying. To start off full of promise.
Yeah.
Full of promise. There was a chance by the end of the night he would have a young woman living in his trailer with a lock on the outside of it that he had a key to. And now he's just been rejected by everyone. Was Casey in the picture at this point? Was this pre or post or?
No. This is way before.
Oh, okay. Because that would have been the only thing that would have made it better if he could have called Casey so she could also tell him that he's poor and a piece of shit. He would want to live there. You're poor.
You're poor. You're a dumb poor person.
Yeah, but she's poor too. Yeah, but I mean, like, it sounds like she has a truck. That sounds better than your piece of shit trailer. Is your mom still alive? Yeah.
Everything possible went wrong. On top of being accused of being a stalker. Extra stuff happened.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Something that, for all we know, he actually possibly didn't do, he's getting accused of. And that's what would make Lorne, that's another thing that would make him so mad. Look, I've done a lot of things, but I didn't do that.
You called
I tried to help.
Why wouldn't I say what?
Well, why would you tell me to fuck off? I tried to do something nice and help somebody, and you're telling me to fuck
I want
off.
you to.
Really?
Really?
And that's how you feel about me?
Yes, obviously.
Yes, right.
Yeah. What would make you think
Why are you
anything other?
surprised?
Yeah.
And why is that? Because I try to help somebody out and they act like a fucking idiot?
Explained it.
I know.
Or is it because it's my job to look after Roy? And Roy can't look after himself.
Because you are angry a woman rejected you and you are throwing a tantrum.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
No. I'm pissed about the way she acted.
Yeah, I'm
I tried
upset.
to fucking help her.
And it hurt
and
my
the way she
feelings.
acted is what pissed me off.
Mhm.
Right, her saying no is what pissed you off.
No, the way she acted is what pissed me off. What pissed me off is when she fucking left and fucking was leaving and just walked right through her truck and said, "Nice truck that's been following me around for days." I was like, "Why? I've never even fucking seen you."
For days.
That's what
try.
pissed me off. That's the biggest thing that pissed me off.
When do you think she noticed the truck? Do you think she noticed the truck on the way in, and that's what, like, freaked her out even more, or did she notice it? Because think of what would be scarier for you. That's what sounds like the horror movie.
I was the prostitute.
Well, if right, I mean, okay, you were this prostitute.
Yeah, okay.
Like which would be scary to you, when you're about to leave and you realize this is the truck that's been following you, or when you show up and you realize this is the truck that's been
probably when you're about to leave and he's yelling at you about, if you just fucking shut up and listen.
Following you.
Yeah, I doubt that she realized it when she got there, because she wouldn't have gone in.
Right.
Or maybe he was already outside.
Yeah, but so what? She could just drive by.
Well, maybe he was he was outside, but like outside the door, and I don't know. So you think
like she was just being nice?
Because you would think if she saw it right when she was about to leave, she would have just gotten her car and got the fuck out of there. But you don't taunt the murderer. This isn't.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think she noticed it on the way out.
Yeah, I think she noticed it on the way out.
But she noticed on the way out. Why would she say? Wouldn't you just leave? Why would you say something?
Well, why would you let clear at that point?
Yeah.
Why would you let the murderer know that recognize that you've been followed?
But she at that point realized that Lorne was just a little bitch, right? So she didn't need to fear. She didn't need to fear.
You think he was
any kind of way?
Do you think he was crying? Do you think he was crying already?
That'd been fucking that'd been crazy.
That would have been great.
She's leaving, and he's like actually crying. So you don't want to live here? You don't it must be nice to sleep in your fucking truck.
You know
what?
what?
About Roy the entire time too. As she was looking around.
I don't know if you guys remember, but in the last part of the call, when he said that he offered her to stay in the spare room, what he said that she said was, "That's not going to happen."
That's not going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh shit!
Like that was being in the house was completely out of the question.
Yeah.
And so I think that was another thing too, like realizing that showering, everything would have to be in there while he's in there. Like she said, so if sleeping in the room was out of the question, what about getting naked and getting into a box of water?
Yeah, right.
Is that out of the question? While there's a giant hole and you can clearly see Lorne's eye.
Oh my god.
No, hooking myself up with to be around people like that.
Seems like a sensitive issue for you.
You damn straight it is. I'm not being around people like that. I don't want people like that in my life.
Have you been called a stalker?
Not that I ever remember. I've never stalked.
What kind of answer is that?
Not that I remember.
No.
That's the kind of answer. That's the kind of answer you give in the interrogation before they prove you're lying.
Yes.
Not that I can remember. The fuck?
Seeing her.
Lorne, ask for a lawyer.
I've never met her.
Lorne, ask for a lawyer. You're losing.
I don't ever even remember seeing her truck. My one concentration has been on you.
Yeah. Well, just a minute ago, it was on his mom's birthday.
Yeah.
That was not definitive enough for me. Not that I remember and not that I recall. Those are things that you try and qualify before your lie detector test.
Yeah.
Because you're going to try and excuse why you're going to fail this lie detector test. I mean, I don't remember an Asian woman being in my vehicle and ending up. I would think I'd remember that. I don't know if I've ever seen her, like the way he was saying that. I think this man had been following her around.
Yeah. Now that he said that, I'm almost positive he's following her around.
Someone said, "Is it possible that the Pinewood has like the quote unquote like the pros, the professional sex workers who are just known, and that's where they kind of
it's
that's
like a
where
no
they
tell
are.
motel.
Yeah, that's kind of like the place where they are." And so maybe that's how Lorne would have spotted her. And someone new in Cornville's obviously going to stand out, especially if they're a hot ticket, in a little skirt with tattoos and stuff all over him. So Lorne was following and that would be something Lorne would try and do too, right? Like he would find someone who was a prostitute and he would try and act like he was going to save them, just like he acted like he was going to be the protector for Kayla.
Well, and wasn't the Nikki situation similar to that? She was like a drug addict who needed help, and Lorne sees
Blue
that
Boy,
as like a...
He's one of those weirdos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's one of those weirdos. So Lorne's going to save someone, even though he's like worse off than anyone.
I was going to say, he's in no position to be like playing the hero.
Not morally in his mind, though. In his mind, though, he's in a great position. He's a homeowner and employed and a pet owner.
He has free eggs.
He's full of dreams. I mean, a musician. He's artistic. He's a poet. He loves his mom. Those are all great things, right, Tiffany?
He's the total package.
Those are amazing things, yeah.
He's the total. Tiffany, would you say he's a total package?
Yes.
Tiffany, I want you to say
no. I'm saying
Lorne is the total package.
Yeah, will you say Lorne Armstrong is the total package?
Before we can
Tiffany
move on.
Lockheart. Will you say I'm Tiffany Lockheart and Lorne Armstrong is the total package?
I'm Tiffany Lockheart and Lorne Armstrong is the total package.
Thank
You're welcome.
All right.
I don't stalk people.
So you've never been called a stalker?
Not that I know of. I've never intentionally stalked anybody.
But you've accidentally stalked people?
Intentionally?
No. Not that I know of.
Wait a minute.
He's remembering
Why
now.
the fuck would you say that when I just met her today? I don't ever even remember seeing her ever before. I don't go to bars. I don't fucking hang around people like that. I don't drink.
People like that.
Did your charge ever come up? Is that why her attitude changed?
My charge never came up.
Yeah, she didn't get a chance to be.
Didn't even have a
You've
chance.
never been called a stalker?
How many times are you going to ask me the same question?
Well, it's an interesting question, so I would love an answer.
Because I know the answer.
Well, what's the answer? Who's called me a stalker before?
You tell me.
Jimmy, I'm not playing that goddamn game.
Yeah.
This girl said that shit and that pissed me off because I've never even fucking seen her before.
Have you ever had a restraining order?
Nope.
Well,
Almost.
He's never gotten a restraining order.
it's more like a restraining
There was Nikki.
suggestion.
I think it was Nikki. There was no restraining order. Just a cop came and wanted me to fucking leave Nikki alone.
Yeah. Well,
It's like I never said Nikki, but I tried to help her.
That's nothing. He was just
Nikki
trying
was
to.
the one that screwed me over
Yeah.
big time
Yeah, tell her.
with money when I was trying to fucking help her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that popped up real quick, mister. You don't think so?
No, I just remembered, okay?
Yeah, that's one of those things you forget. When the
Definitely.
police showed up and told you to stop talking to this girl.
I try to leave out
And
bad
go through
parts
your
of my life because
phone
I don't
and
want
see
to
all your
remember.
messages.
I forget about it. Then they pop in my head, and I wind up remembering.
Right.
Oh, right. Why is it you're trying to put me down? Yeah, convenient. Convenient that you want to put me down for fucking trying to help somebody else. Don't you find something wrong with that?
You were only. I mean, I know it goes
Convenient how I
without
don't want
saying,
to
right?
fucking help Roy when he don't want to help him.
I know it goes without saying, but the only person Lorne was trying to help with was himself.
Yes.
And even if Roy would have come with them, this is all self-serving for Lorne so that he can feel better than him. And that's what's pissing him off is that he went there with this feeling that because he has this land, because he has this home, that he always had this fucking thing he can hold over Roy. And now he's going, the only thing he really has to offer, other than the love of Jamie, which is shining through, is this land and this home and the promise that he's built for himself in his head of this grand estate he's going to have on it. But when he's offering that to people who in his head have nothing, not a fucking thing, they both rejected him. And and so yeah, he was trying to help himself by making himself, and he was going to look really good to this girl by being this great guy who's offering them this awesome chance at paid slave ship. Like, you know, like going to an Airbnb and then they show up the next morning with a shovel. And they're like, "Right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
You ready to do
Yeah,
you ready to
right,
do some work?" Like,
exactly.
wait, what? Well, it's Saturday. It's yard work, bro. Like, you know, read the contract. And so yeah, Lorne, you were trying to help someone. You were trying to help Lorne feel like a big man, and instead you feel like a very little man, and you're crying about it, and that's hilarious.
So, I don't want him getting my ass in trouble.
He's got his head up his ass.
But yet you still think that it's wrong that I should still help him out.
To help him now.
But I should still take the chance to try to help Roy so he can get my ass in trouble.
He's not understanding the whole
He
point.
really
You don't mind
And I don't know if he's really not
if I help
understanding or if
Roy
he's
out and he
intentionally
comes
not
here and
understanding.
drinks.
Right, yeah, that's the thing, right? You don't know if he's really just trying to exhaust her to the point where she just drops it. Because at one point he's like, "Oh, so I guess I'm supposed to be Roy's protector, but he doesn't need to protect me." No, she doesn't give a shit about it, but just stop lying about it. Just be honest about your intentions, and then this would go away. That's all. And instead, he's just gonna keep dragging this shit out. No one wants to be with a person who can't admit their own bullshit. Like, as you get older, you realize that, right? Like, no one's perfect, and everyone has like their own little fucking craziness about them. Just be honest about your shit, and people will accept you so much more than if you just this. I'm a very sensitive artist. Well, like I said, I'm a very sensitive artist. So.
But the thing, what's interesting though, is that he said that he's concentrating on Jamie.
Yes.
And I think that that's a tell, which means that he was attracted to this woman and that she could have absolutely have been somebody who was there who could be his girlfriend or whatever.
She was definitely going to be in the farm system.
Definitely. Yeah.
Right, like working her way up to the major Lornes, but she was going to be part of his farm system for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
There would have been sorry, go ahead.
So I think that there's some of it where I think that he does try to manipulate the conversation and steer it away from where he doesn't want it to be. By harping on little details of something.
Yeah.
Or pretending not to hear what's being said to him and continuing to go down his certain road. And then there's other parts where it does seem like he does have this need to be superior to Roy. He's really the only person that he can be superior to, or at least try to. The rest of his siblings may have issues, but they're nowhere near what he has going on and what Roy has going on. So the fact that, Lorne's not falling down drunk at this moment means that he is more superior to Roy and he doesn't have his head shoved up his ass.
And he's also a landowner.
That is a huge thing to him. Huge.
Oh my, can you imagine if Lorne would have been on YouTube when established titles was the thing? Because then he would have gotten one of those and he would have been Sir Lorne Armstrong and he would have called himself a landlord, an actual, I am the Lord of the land. And that's how he'd have gone around introducing himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slothcat, do you have anything you want to add?
I try not to talk that much. I don't like to be cut off, so
we won't let that happen.
That's why no one likes to stream with me. That's why I wasn't here for 7 months. I couldn't get anyone to stream with me.
This is your second chance. Don't fuck this up.
Sorry about that, guys.
And gets me in trouble.
The lady
you don't
pissed
mind
you off now. You don't want to help him. Think you keep ignoring that part.
No, that's seeing what he's bringing around him. Because he's not going to bring stuff around me like that.
Right.
I know.
Right.
You can just keep going.
It's the same exact.
Because you don't care if I get in trouble.
It's all been said.
Such a dim gaslight.
When I've tried to fucking help Roy out, and he doesn't care.
Proved that point, thanks.
Yeah, just prove what point? That I'm not going to get my ass in trouble to fucking help him because he can't help himself?
You didn't care until today.
He's a grown man.
You didn't care until today.
I didn't see until today.
The lady pissed you off now. You don't want to help him. Think you keep ignoring that part.
No, I want to help him. But he doesn't want to help himself. Don't fucking keep repeating yourself and trying to fucking blame it all on me because he's a goddamn alcoholic and don't want to help himself. Isn't that funny how you don't want to look out for me?
Just proved that point back.
What? How?
You just proved that you don't want to fucking look out for me.
That's the thing, though, is where is blame needed to be pointed at anyone? That's what he said. You're trying to put all the blame. Blame for what? You offered someone a place to live, and they didn't take the place to live. Blame for your feelings being hurt? Blame your shitty land and the fact that you stalked this poor woman. Blame that.
It's not like he can't rightfully be upset. If someone came to my house and was like, I'm not fucking living with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can just say that, Lorne.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, just say, yeah, dude, that hurt. That fucking hurt. She's homeless. She's living in
she didn't want to live with me. That would hurt anyone's feelings.
She's one cold winter's night away from dying in her truck, and she said, nah, I'll risk it. That hurt my feelings, Jamie. And you know what Jamie would probably say? Because, I mean, like, this is a troll, but you still don't just want to be an outright out. Jamie would probably say, yeah, that does suck. That sucks.
Right. Yeah, I think Jamie would have rubbed it in. Yeah.
Well, of course would have rubbed it in, but would have at least agreed that it sucked. He would have at least had that. There would have been some agreement that, yes, Lorne, that sucks. I understand. Maybe you should fix that piece of shit place up. But for a brief moment, we saw eye to eye. And that's what keeps me here, honey. That sometimes we do agree. Like when we both, remember that time we both agreed that it sucked that prostitute turned me down? Remember, honey? Why can't we get back to those moments?
Shut up.
Yeah, see? See, that right there makes me confident in saying that Jamie would not have agreed at all.
No.
Well, she would at least agreed that
no,
it sucked.
she wouldn't.
You don't think she would?
No.
Okay, so Lorne would have said, it hurt my feelings, that sucked, and Jamie would have said, no, it doesn't. That should make you feel good. Jamie would say, you're right, that sucks. And then Jamie would have said, you're right, that sucks, and then poured it on with all the reasons why she turned him down and why it should hurt. We can. I'm sure.
Well, you can try.
Well, I mean, maybe not after the way I treat people.
Yeah.
Man,
that is
this
true.
Is strike number one already.
Thank you.
But Tiffany. I do think that Jamie would have told him that he's a fucking baby or something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But not even agreeing.
No, I don't think there would have been any agreement at all.
No, I don't think Jamie ever agreed. I can't think of anything anyway.
I mean, I know Casey for sure never agreed, but I thought at least there was a brief honeymoon period for maybe that was Wine Lover Jamie. I'm thinking
Wine Lover Jamie was kind of a pushover, and that's when she would have been the most agreeable. But ever since Jamie became a robot, I don't think she ever agreed once.
Yeah. Ever since Jamie became a robot.
I want to know why you're not looking out for me.
That's a good question.
You want me looking out for Roy, and you want me to get my ass in trouble.
She's not even telling him to look out for Roy.
Fucking doing this shit all the time.
Never.
Whoa.
Why are you telling me to fuck off when I'm telling you you're not? No, you're not looking out for me.
Whoa.
Why are you looking out for me when it comes to internet people, but when it comes to my brother?
He just keeps saying the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna get it out faster this time before she hates. Well, if you hear what I'm gonna say, it'll fix everything. So please stop hanging up. Why aren't you worried about people looking out for me?
I don't even really know what that means. What is he trying to say? Look out for him.
Well, because he's all, like I said, he's trying to equate this to Roy being there means Roy can't drink, and Roy's drunk right now. But if Roy's going to live with Lorne, he can't drink because it can get Lorne in trouble. So if Roy's not choosing to live with Lorne, it's because he's choosing to be a drunk. And so she's not looking out for him because she's not understanding that if Roy's not going to come live there, it's because he's going to be a drunk. So Roy needs to be cut out of his life. So he means
not agreeing. He just means agreeing.
Yeah, he's not agreeing. Roy's not deciding right now at this moment that he's going to become clean and sober and come live in Lorne's shed. And so Lorne's saying, well, if that's not going to happen, then I'm writing him off. Because you're not agreeing with me, you're basically saying that it's fine and that I should just keep Roy in my life, who could send me back to jail, and then I won't be. How are we going to be together, Jamie, if I'm in jail? That doesn't even make sense. So Jamie should care. Jamie should be like, that's so fucked up that your brother would do that. What a piece of shit. I'm so sorry, honey.
Yeah, it's a good thing. You definitely shouldn't let him live there.
No, I don't want him there because I can't bear the thought of something happening to you and not being able to be with you. That's what he wants. And he's getting none of that.
None of it.
I don't care. Fuck off. Shut up.
You're wanting to get me in trouble. You're not looking out for me. Instead, it's more important that I get in trouble so that he can come here and take a chance of him drinking on our property.
You were moving him into day dumb shit.
Yeah, until I saw what he was hanging around.
He had a full-blown conversation.
I know.
With this woman to the point where he knows that she likes horses.
Yes.
I asked everyone that right off, though.
That is true. Well, you have the horse tramp stamp, so that's a big thing for you.
But yeah,
you want to gauge it.
You like horses, then you pull up your shirt and show everybody. That's like part of your welcome. But no, right? Like they had a full conversation, and then Lorne drove home full of like, oh, I wish I would have asked her this. I wish I would have asked her that. When he was talking to Jamie, he was so excited. He forgot to ask her a lot of questions like, are you a felon?
Yes. Would you like to know my charge?
Yeah, well, but first, I'm going to ask, and that's why he didn't ask her if she was a felon, because he wanted to spring it on her. He had a way he was going to do it, because, Lorne thinks he's the smartest man in the room.
Yeah.
And he had I wish we could have heard the super suave way that Lorne was going to drop the RSO thing on her.
Oh my God, I know.
The type of girl that she is, like she doesn't give a shit about anything but her.
Yeah.
Right, so
she doesn't give a shit
until this woman.
Well,
she doesn't give a shit.
She cares about her safety.
I'd already been thinking about it this morning when I saw Roy. He doesn't care about what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, he's.
So how is this on me, dummy?
You want me to look after Roy?
Fuck off.
When I finally come to the decision that I'm not going to.
The decision you came to only after you were rejected.
No. Sharon's even telling me not to let him live here.
And Sharon said, guys.
Because he's going to get me in trouble.
And Sharon don't count.
Even last weekend,
Sharon doesn't count.
With alcohol, I told him, don't buy alcohol, Roy, when we shop at Walmart. What's he do? He comes out with alcohol.
God damn it.
And I didn't know until we got here.
And this was just in the last 20 minutes? Is this where, Lord, did this just happen in the last 20 minutes? Because if so, you're right. But if not, you understand what's going on here, right? And I know that fucking Reborn has to be getting so tired of this same fucking question. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of the entertainment value in these calls, you have it like after you release it, right? I just know in the moment, he had to be so fucking pissed off that they are just, this is the same conversation for over an hour.
You can tell when Reborn's pissed off because he'll just hit the button to ask the same question over and over again.
Yeah, I love that. Just keep repeating. Just keep repeating. I also like when Reborn would take a really long time to answer, and then it would just be like, no. Because he was playing Fortnite with Blue Boy.
Did all week. Why are you putting this on me?
Because you're trying to ask me why I'm not looking out for him. Why I'm giving up looking out for him. And I finally see this morning, he doesn't want to help himself. He's just there. He wasn't even drinking, but he's not even helping himself. And then he brings this girl over that there she sounded like she was all right. When she got here, she acted like I owed her something. And then she said that stupid bullshit when she left. No, I don't want fucking people around me like that.
Days ago. Oh wait, you did because you said it.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was hanging around people like that. I didn't know he was hanging around people like that. I knew he was drinking.
That he didn't want to help himself.
I knew it days ago, but I figured he'd snap out of it.
Why would you
morning,
right.
To see him this morning? I brought him breakfast this morning.
He is, Nitty. Guys, we do have a quick palate cleanser. I found some, if you guys can see your screen, I found some video from Tiffany's dad. He had in the 80s, he had a thing called Dazzle Dance, and I got a couple clips from it. This one was one of my personal favorites.
Now then, we sure ain't getting any younger, are we?
You got that right. But how about me and you getting together and doing something tonight?
Like what, sugar?
Like dancing, baby. How about it?
Okay, let's go dancing.
I like it.
That was cool. Great. Yeah.
I like it. I thought the dancing was imaginative. It was fun.
And that was your dad?
Yes, that was her dad. Well,
Yeah,
you know what? Here, we'll see his
Course 2 can still move like one, even in an age where everything's overdone. Couples today do an exhibition that requires absolutely no inhibition. They get right to the nub and do what's known as the rub. All you do is glide side to side while the music moves you thigh to thigh. Oh. I'm in heaven. Yeah. Nowadays, it may seem like a crock, but dancing too close was once quite a shock.
That got weird.
Yeah, it did. I did not expect for it to go that way.
You weren't expecting the rub? No one was expecting.
No, I didn't like the rub. Made me uncomfortable.
That's
I
what
thought
Lorne
maybe they was gonna do some jazz fingers or something. Not that.
You know, that's what Lorne thinks a nightclub is like, right? Like, just everyone's just standing there, everyone's doing the rub on his woman. They're all just
dancing.
That was my dad.
Tad Lockhart.
Oh my God.
He left corporate America to do that. It did not. He envisioned a nationwide dazzle dance network.
I cared enough to bring him fucking breakfast and coffee to help him, to try to get him to help himself out. To start trying, to stop drinking and start trying again. It just blew me away that he doesn't want to help himself.
So do you think that he knew that this woman was there?
I can't help him because he.
And that's why he stopped over with breakfast.
Are we talking about your dad and the dazzle dance or Lorne? Hold on, which thing are we talking about?
We're talking about Lorne. We got to go back to Lorne.
Not the rub. Okay.
It's either that or Lorne had like leftover hash browns from his McDonald's breakfast that counts as giving it breakfast to Roy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if Lorne knew that there was a woman over there because he was like, following her, I could definitely see Lorne going and getting breakfast
to look like a big shot.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna offer them food and a place to live, all at one time. Dude, like so. And remember, he even pointed out her crawling all over Roy after having a shower. This man's feeding and giving a home to. Like, you should be just swimming in my lap right now. Come on. And then he's like patting his lap. Come on. She didn't do it.
He doesn't want to help himself. And I can't take the chance of him coming here and hiding beer.
Change your mind after this woman calls you a stalker after you have been accused of it before.
Jesus. Same thing.
Who gives a fuck about this woman? I'm not talking about this woman. You hung up on this woman.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about her. I don't owe her shit. I offered her a place. Jamie, will you stop, please?
You just were dummy.
I offered her a place to stay. She didn't want it? Fine, whatever. She pissed me off with what she fucking said.
Oh,
so
you
what?
are talking about her again.
It's because you did.
But you weren't taking about her. Right.
Why are you going round and round on that? I don't care about her. She doesn't want to stay here. That's her. I don't care. I was just trying to help out and offer a place for him.
You care so much. You care so much that for an hour and 20 minutes, you have had the exact same conversation
Mm-hmm.
because you care very, very much. And you're not, because if he didn't care, he would just admit it, right? If you don't give a shit, you just admit it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I don't give a shit. Fuck her. They hurt my feelings. He cares. And he just won't fucking admit that to this. Didn't he start the call off saying, like, you're my woman, so I need to be honest with you about everything?
Mm-hmm.
And then here we go with poor Reborn getting lied to by his partner for all this time. That's got to hurt Reborn's feelings. Does anyone think about that?
No one ever thinks about that.
No.
No one ever thinks about
how this affects the catfish. Yeah.
Reborn's like, I gotta get home and talk to my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mistake. It's just like Roy. Trying to help him out if I can offer him a place to stay. It's the only option he has other than a homeless shelter.
Roy can go fuck himself now that she's out of the picture.
Why would you say that? I've been trying to get Roy to stay here all week.
But this is the first anyone's heard of it.
I've been trying to get him to stop drinking all week, and you know that.
See, stop drinking.
But I'm not going to have him bringing people around here like that.
You are literally complaining about me saying help Roy. Good God.
I have tried to help Roy. I've been trying to help Roy. Why are you telling me to... Hello?
Fuck off.
Oh, my God.
Whatever. Fuck you telling me fuck off for?
Here he is shuffling around papers and...
Yeah.
Because you are ridiculous.
No, you're ridiculous telling me to fuck off and hanging up all the time.
No, you are.
And you're ridiculous for thinking that I'm going to have Roy over here when he keeps bringing alcohol over so I can get my ass in trouble. Then I find out he's hanging around bullshit like that, and you think it's because of her. Because of her insulting me, embarrassing me, or whatever you
when
said.
you hang up all the time and it's fine.
So the problem is, Jamie, is that you want me to look after Roy. You want me to look after Roy.
I know.
You look after me with the internet people, but you don't look after me with my own brother.
You look after me with the internet
You want me to look after him. When he's tried to help him so many fucking times, to see him this morning was just... I told him. He looked disgusting.
You were the one who was fucking inviting him to live with you, idiot.
Yeah, I was. But he doesn't care. He doesn't care about himself. I can't have him here if he's not going to care about himself.
So how is that on me, stupid?
Because you're telling me to fuck off, and you keep trying to tell me that I need to help him. I can't help him when he doesn't want to help himself. And by taking the chance of him coming here and bringing people like that here, and alcohol here, is going to put me in jail, and I'm not going to let it happen. If you want to think that that's me thinking about myself, then yeah, that's me thinking about myself. I'm not going to let him fuck up my life just because he's fucked up his own.
Good Lord. Love how kicking your brother to the curb because you don't like this woman is my fault.
I didn't say it was your fault. But you keep putting me down. You keep finding fault with me for wanting to fucking help people out.
Wonder why I'm saying fuck off.
Well, you keep putting me down, Jamie.
No, she said wonder why
Why would you put me down for trying to help somebody else?
You aren't.
No, I'm not now. He can find his own way. He did it to himself. I didn't do it to him.
So why should you be praised?
You don't have to praise me. I don't care. You just want to keep putting me down, so just go with that. You seem to get a kick out of it.
If you don't care, you wouldn't be saying half this shot.
Well, I do care. But there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about you putting me down. Nothing I can do about Roy fucking not wanting to stop drinking. Nothing I can do about where he put himself. But there is something that I can do about him coming here and getting my ass in trouble. I love you, so my focus is on me and you.
You were
Not me
counting
and
the
you,
days
unless
Roy was drinking in a row, but you were going to move him in today. Then decide you will get in trouble, but in reality it's because of this woman and you won't own it.
It's because of this woman, because Roy's bringing these people like that around him. And you're not understanding that. I'm not going to have people like that around here.
No, I did, dummy.
You and your name calling, I'm telling you. I'm not going to have him getting me in trouble.
Stop with this horse shit about getting in trouble.
I'm not going to stop with this horse shit about getting in trouble because he brings alcohol around. It gets me in trouble. He brings people like that around that if I can cause problems.
You clearly didn't
that'll
care
get
yesterday
me
or
in trouble.
today.
What?
You clearly didn't care yesterday or today.
I tried to get him to come over here yesterday.
But now you do.
Every day I've tried.
But now you do.
Yeah, because I see what he's bringing around and I see that he's not going to stop.
Right, the woman.
And yeah, that's part of the reason, because of the fucking woman.
It's the whole.
That is the reason.
Right.
He's bringing people like that around him. Because he's bringing people like that around.
She was A-okay at first.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
And he
Jesus
keeps
Christ, Jamie.
he keeps saying people. It's person. One person. Just one
Right.
person that you're upset about. It'd be different if it was 3 people in a row. It'd be different if she showed up with drugs or she showed up like dragging a keg and
Roy
drinking
doesn't
out of
have
it.
like a whole gang of people around him at all times.
I know. Right? Like, how can you not see, like, just admit that it's bullshit. Like, it's so fucking clear. And the only reason anyone would, if you're having this argument with someone and you're on Lorne's end of it and they are continuing to talk to you, it's because they are recording you. Because no actual person would continue having this bullshit ass conversation. The only reason there's any value in this at all is because it is a troll call. Otherwise, this would drive you fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I guess I got to look out for my brother, but no one needs to look. You are 55 fucking years old. Who are you fighting? The snakes at the arcade? You and your brother down there in your leather jackets? There's a rumble in Waterville, and no one. Tony's
Look back,
dead.
Lorne has the 4 hairs on his head. Look back.
Tony's dead, and Roy's at the Pinewood with some slut, and Lorne gets beat up by himself out in Waterville.
When he's bringing people around that act like that,
yes.
I don't want him
Trying
around.
to tap dance around ITB.
No, I'm not tap dancing around anything.
Fast
Did she
answers
insult me? Yes, she did. Oh well, there's nothing I can do about that. I can be pissed off about it all I want. Doesn't matter. But I can do something about her ever being here again.
She doesn't want to
You
go
did it
there
already.
again.
She doesn't. I don't think you ever have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Against her will, he can get her there. Believe me. He follows her around long enough. He'll figure it out. He'll find a pattern.
The alcohol only gets you in trouble if you drink it. Is that the issue?
No.
You will drink or have.
No. I can't have it on the property.
Lorne, if you adamantly deny, I did not touch it, test my blood, test my urine, they can test you. If you adamantly deny that you had nothing to do with it, Lorne, do you really think that you were driving drunk and people were calling, you were abusing animals and people were calling, they did nothing. It was such a surprise when Lorne actually went back to jail, because at that point we thought he was never going back, right? Like, how much shit could the man get away with? And then he finally went back. But like, he knows he's not going to go back to jail for that. That's such bullshit.
Yeah, he's only concerned about that when it's something that he can use for an argument.
Yeah, it's the hypothetical, because that same hypothetical was there 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
When he was so fucking excited and and him and Uncle Clayt were going to be digging latrines and putting outdoor plumbing, and he was going to build this woman. Yeah, he was going to build her another building. He doesn't even have a building, but he was going to build her one.
It sure was. He has those HGTV dreams.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen the show where they turn those shipping containers into homes. Lorne could do that.
Well, I mean, theoretically, Lorne could do that.
That's what I mean.
Those people can do that.
Let's ask Durango Mango if Lorne can do that.
Yeah.
Lorne
if he's going to build this prostitute a whole building, why couldn't he just do that for Roy a while ago?
Why could he do it for himself?
Instead of letting him be homeless. Yeah, true. I guess.
Well, Lorne, today we're gonna watch Lorne Armstrong turn a $30,000 shipping container into a $20,000 shipping container because that's what would happen. That's what would happen.
So what's Roy do? We stopped at Walmart. Mom even said it. He's probably buying alcohol.
The fact that your mom is having
any alcohol when he came out with bags.
When did this? How old is Gwen now?
Like 85.
85 fucking year old woman who is on the phone with her 50-something-year-old pedophile son talking about her 50-something-year-old alcoholic son.
But
just let the woman die.
Yeah, but it's like we're all trying to help Roy, and yet they let him go into the store, and they all know he's in there to grab you.
Right.
But Lorne, as soon as Roy went into Walmart, Lorne got on the phone. Guess what, Mom? He's in the fucking Walmart. You know he's gonna buy beer. He's going. You know he is. He's gonna fucking do it. I told him not to fucking do it. He's got his head up his ass, and then it's like just let that woman not hear about her alcoholic son and her alcoholic pedophile son for just a few fucking days.
Yeah.
Let her die in peace in the cold in the truck next to the prostitute.
Yeah.
Hey, this is last weekend. He put the bags in the back of the truck. He got in the truck, and I asked him. I said, "You didn't have any alcohol in there, did you?" And he didn't answer me right off.
But you were moving him in today.
Well, I forgot about that.
Trying to get him to stop drinking.
Yeah.
How are you getting him to stop drinking?
Tiffany,
you don't understand.
Tiffany, if you don't stop drinking, I'm never going to talk to you again. I'm telling you this right now. And
I know you don't want to live with me, but if you don't stop drinking, you're not going to be allowed to live.
I want you to make. I got Blue Boy and I've got Sloth Cat in front of you right now, and I want you to tell them right now, in front of them, are you going to never either give up drinking for the rest of your life or never talk to me again? Which one is it?
I'm definitely drinking.
Okay, see, so right now you're making a decision to be an alcoholic.
Yes.
And so that's very disappointing to me and the Sloth Cat, especially.
I'm sorry,
Blue Boy
Sloth
not
Cat.
so much. He's also an alcoholic. Now does it make sense? You're hurting yourself, even though you think you're hurting me.
Right.
Okay, now you get it.
I get it.
So, can you apologize so we can move on?
No.
Okay.
Because he brings alcohol here.
But you were moving him in today.
He goes and puts it on the neighbor's land. Then he goes over and drinks it.
He's drinking on the
What is your point, Jamie?
How does he not see your point?
That's a nice trick, man.
He's got a lawn chair on the very edge of the property, right? And he's dug a little hole. He's got a little hole with a flag on it, and he just digs down into the hole. He pulls the bottle of alcohol out, but he's not on their land anymore, and he's on the lawn chair. And he just
on
out.
The
And
property.
If the
It's
police
on the property
come,
line.
on the property line, if the police come, he just steps over there, and guess what? No one's drinking on Lorne's land.
I mean,
The guy in the lawn chair out there in the field, that's my brother drinking with the neighbor. Yeah, he dug a hole in the ground. Oh, so now I need to protect my brother.
But like as if any cop or someone would show up and be like, well, those beer cans aren't on the property because they're right across the property line. They must not be Lorne's.
Look, obviously those aren't yours. Those are in a hole on the other side. Those are on a hole on the other side of the property line. You're good to go, Mr. Armstrong. Here's your internet back.
I'm trying to help him out and trying to get him to stop drinking, trying to get him to get his life back.
And he's just not. accepting it.
Because he's got no other option other than homeless shelter.
Sounds like he's got shit going pretty good, actually.
I didn't want to see him go there.
You were moving him in today and you are listing shit that happened days ago.
Yeah, but to see him this morning, too.
What's your point?
My point is he doesn't want to help himself. He's been hanging around, starting to hang around people that don't care about themselves.
Right, the woman.
Yeah, the woman. I tried to help her, but that wasn't good enough for her, so whatever.
She doesn't care about herself, how?
Well, she doesn't care about herself by wanting to have a place to stay where she can get up and walk around. She'd rather sleep in a truck. That's her problem, not mine.
What about the truck bed? She can get up and walk around in that.
Oh, well. Mm-hmm. I wasn't going to have her bullshit to tell me that she's seen my truck following her a couple of days ago.
Container in winter.
Yeah, it's weird.
But we're going to insulate it.
Well, what a bitch.
I had already told her that we were going to insulate it. It was already insulated from when Roy was in there.
Oh, yeah, part of it.
And she was all game for that.
You know, she was probably game for it before she heard about it. And if someone told you, like, yeah, I've got this thing and it's halfway done, but it's almost insulated, we'll finish it up though, and then you get to the house and it all looks like a teardown project, you're probably not gonna have a lot of faith that that's gonna actually be done.
Right.
Right, like you would just assume that this person is full of shit and you would be living in a shithole in a metal container in the winter, and like Reborn said, wow, what a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the property collectively and just seeing what a dump it is, you'd have to know that you gotta sleep in your truck at that point.
Let me ask you a question though. If you go to the edge of your property and dig a hole, is there alcohol in there? Yes or no? Just yes or no? Yes or no?
I don't know.
You don't know. So then it sounds to me like maybe I don't want to live with you.
But I'm trying to help you.
So I'm not supposed to look out for you now. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Her comment at the end is the issue. Clearly.
Her comment at the end is a major issue.
That's the issue.
That's a major issue for me.
Why?
Because I'm not going to have people telling me that I was following them around a few days ago.
You stalked
and I've never.
before.
Jamie, knock your bullshit off. What you're fucking doing sounds really fucked up.
It's in the paperwork, Lorne.
The truth. Fuck that. Fuck the truth. Oh.
I had. What?
What?
I had.
Yeah.
What?
You had what? you had what?
Oh, that was good.
Should I hang up all the time? But you'd be Jamie Canto, so I figured I'll call you back because. But Jamie.
No, fuck off.
You're trying to find fault with me again, all over again. Something happened fucking years ago that, I was trying to help somebody else out.
What?
Made what decision?
What?
We mean what?
Bitch, what are you talking
about? Read what you said.
I said, you bring up this thing about this fucking stalking years ago that I weren't even stalking her. I was trying to help her out and trying to get fucking money back. And she called the fucking cops on me.
That's not what the paperwork says.
Or whatever it says. That's the way I remember it. I try to forget stupid shit like that.
It says you called her a shit ton.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of her because she owed me money.
You hide her name on your phone as Mom Man.
Yeah. What's your point, Jamie?
Yeah,
why are we going back up there?
Yeah.
Why?
Yo,
Mom, man.
The only reason you are hiding names in your phone is if it's going to be looked at by the police or your partner. That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Otherwise, why? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which tells me
maybe
probably
he
wasn't
liked
the
to-
first. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Flo.
Maybe he liked to play the guessing game on who he's calling and actually text him. So
Have you ever had a phone? Have you ever had a phone with a bunch of maybe speaking from experience, this shit gets really complicated. It's really complicated when you're trying to remember who the fuck is who in your phone.
Yeah, you just don't you don't put no names on anything. Just have
But
numbers.
you just say, I just got this. I just had to change my phone too. I didn't have any numbers. Say, who is this again? And then they go, Tiffany Lockheart. And you're like, you got to be more Pacific, girl. I know a lot of Tiffany's. I know a lot of Tiffany's, and they all speak in cursive.
Mom Nikki.
Mom Nikki. Yeah, I call all my girlfriends Mom.
I don't know why. I don't remember why I did it. I'm not letting my fucking self go way back there.
Yeah, let's not talk about the mom that I wanted to fuck.
Oh my gosh. And
Stop
that's a really dangerous thing for him to do too, because he loves to send pictures of his dick.
Yeah,
so
oh my God,
somebody...
And he's drunk too, so he's
yeah.
Mom N.
Why Mom out of all names?
Right? Anything. It could have been, but why? Why was her name not just in the phone? Just Nikki.
Right.
It couldn't be, because I think that they told him before that
to leave her alone.
To leave her alone, yeah.
But he should have deleted his archive.
Yeah, Lorne doesn't delete his archives. Those archives bite him in the ass.
He was saving them archives.
But he could have just made up another name like Eddie.
Anything.
Right.
Anything.
That's what I'm saying. Anything.
Nick. How about Nick? That's short for Nicole. Right? Like anything. He could have chosen anything but Mom N?
Yeah.
Because if they said, why is your mom in here? Is Mom N? Num, 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 num. I mean, okay, what's your reason?
Right, exactly. And then they look at the messages and he's like, fuck you, you fucking bitch. Like, answer the phone.
I know you're with another guy.
Yeah.
You're never going to get this cock again. And they're like, what does this mean?
The reason you gave for calling her 100 times.
No, Jamie. What's your point in all this fucking thing?
He wrote 100 poems.
Because this fucking woman says that I fucking she saw my truck following her. She didn't see my truck following her. I've never even seen her before.
Just showed up doesn't add up.
It really doesn't, Lord.
Jimmy, I don't even remember it anymore.
How do you not? How do you not remember that?
Why do I need to bring that back in my memory?
You would remember that.
Clearly it's still there if this woman's comment upset you so much.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm on fucking probation. I'm not going to have people like that around me.
Right.
And she's not. You're safe, little boy.
What do you mean, right? You don't think that should matter?
People calling you a stalker.
Yeah.
Clearly it's still there if this woman's comment upset you so much.
But it pisses me off. Call me a fucking stalker. I've never even fucking seen her before. I'm not gonna have people like that around me.
Out of your character.
You know, you're constantly finding fault with me. Or trying to find fault with me.
Likewise.
What's up with that?
Likewise.
Oh.
Likewise? Like what, Jamie?
Poor Jamie.
What'd you do to Jamie?
I don't want to find fault with you. I just want to love you. But you
all I
want to
do is love you.
Shit to fucking to make me wonder. You know what the fuck?
Did you call Jamie? Who was on the phone, Jamie? How much time are you giving them, Jamie?
Yeah, well, what's with all the attention to fucking Carter?
Yeah, you know what?
The attention to Carter.
That's a good fucking point.
That is a good quote. Yeah.
He just went to something totally different.
It took us an hour and a half.
The subject, yeah.
It took us an hour and a half, but we finally got a second question out of one.
Yeah, well.
Then you call your fiance bro while you're trying to have fucking phone sex
That's
with him.
just normal. That's just normal sex talk, bro.
What's up with that shit?
Yeah, well.
Well?
Yeah, well.
I don't see you answering my questions.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck no. You keep saying shut the fuck up just so you don't have to answer my question.
Stupid.
No, you did not.
It's just getting worse for Lord. It's just getting worse and worse.
All right, then what's up with calling me bro when we're having phone sex?
That's a good question.
Oh God, shut up.
No. It's just fucking... Jesus Christ, why don't you see
You
that?
are such a child.
Bro.
No, I know. I'm a child because I don't want my fiance calling me bro. I'm getting worse from some guy that seems to be giving an awful lot of attention to. Yeah.
Lord, hang up. Lord, where's your sister to tell you that this is a catfish?
Why are you trying to find fault with me, Lorne?
That's a good question.
I don't want to find fault with you.
Why are you trying to find faults with me, Lorne?
I'm not trying to. I want to know when you
You are
do
defending
shit.
me, Lorne.
Well, Jamie, when you do shit like that,
How
do
does
you
he
think
not
that
see
makes
that
me
she's
feel?
mocking him?
I don't know.
How do you think that makes me feel when you do shit like that? Call some guy to fucking see what time he's coming over so you can dress nice.
I mean, I just love how we have flipped from Lorne being upset about this girl rejecting him after Roy rejecting him to even telling Jamie that when she's dressed up, she at least has a good head on her shoulders so she doesn't look like a dumb stuck-up bitch. But now he's... But let me ask you a question, though. Why the fuck you get dressed up when that guy comes over?
Like, I want to say getting dressed up was her seriously like changing out of pajamas. It wasn't even like she was putting on like high heels and slutty clothes like the hooker.
She probably put on something. Slutty. But I'm just glad that Lorne's able to find off-roads when he needs to get to unnecessary anger points. Unfortunately, there were none on the way to the Sting House. And when he went to make a U-turn, I don't know if you know this or not. When he went to make a U-turn out of the driveway, Chris Hansen actually drove his car in so that Lorne had to pull up. You don't see it on camera.
Well, once you're there, you might as well go inside.
You might as well go inside and just maybe use the bathroom. That's all Lorne wanted to do.
Just check on her to see if she's okay.
Casey's all over him. And next thing you know, Chris Hansen's walking in and ruining the whole thing. Lorne was just about to hook up with her. And Chris walked
about to get that kiss.
He was about to... Casey was... I don't know if you remember, Casey was inches from his face when Chris walks in and puts the chat lock between their faces.
He was about to straddle him in that
recliner. There. Whoa. Why would a guy? Whoa there.
Why
would a guy?
It doesn't even sound right.
Yeah. You can tell Jamie's worried.
I don't want
Jamie's
to find
hurt.
fault with you. I just don't want you doing that shit. It's like, why would you do it? Why would you even care?
Right, Lord,
Why would you
so
care
you
what
can have excuses for doing it, but when I point out my reasoning, it isn't valid?
For doing what, Jamie? What am I doing? Trying to help somebody out?
You were an asshole to them.
Well, she was being an asshole to me.
Well.
Of course I'm going to get offended if she's being an asshole to me when I'm just trying to help her out. And Roy, I want to help him so bad, but he doesn't want to help himself. I can't do anything about it. And I'm not going to get myself in trouble for him.
So I point that out and you cry like a little bitch saying I don't defend you and point out faults.
You didn't defend me on that. You asked me saying, why do I not want to help him out now? You're saying, why do I not want to? You're repeating yourself again. I heard you the first time.
You're repeating yourself. This is the same fucking.
Why are you trying to find fault with me, Lorne?
Why are you calling some guy to fucking see what time he's coming over?
Boom, bitch.
Nice?
Now what?
God, fuck off.
Oh.
See, you don't want to answer that.
Yep. Sound a little guilty to me, Jamie.
I told you why that night you did shit.
You told me that you like to look nice for company. You told me that you like to look nice for company. That I can understand. But when you're singling out one person, that's disturbing.
Because one guy's coming
when you're singling out, when you're singling out one person, it's disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, disturbing.
Yeah, he's a little disturbed.
You clearly don't understand.
Oh, I understand that you want to look nice. That's understandable.
Then what's the problem?
I just don't like that you're singling out one person.
To look nice for, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Isn't Carter stacked and jacked?
He is.
He's stacked and jacked. And the plan was to have him lose his legs eventually. But we didn't get there.
Lose his legs?
Remember he was gonna lose his legs rescuing like a kid on the train tracks or something. He was supposed to be like this huge hero. And I wanted him for some reason to like lose his legs. I don't know why. I was stuck on that for some reason.
Yeah, I wonder what Lorne's reaction would have been to that. Of
like
them
in a
still
wheelchair, and
them hero worshiping. Would he talk shit about the guy because they're going to be hero worshiping this guy?
I think it was like it might have been like he was going to save Jamie and somehow lost his legs, and then she was going to be like forever indebted to
think about it.
Carter.
I think it'd be better with the kid because Lorne, this guy lost his legs saving a kid. Lorne lost his freedom trying to hurt a kid.
Yeah, you know what? That actually might have been the reason why we were doing that. He was supposed to be like the complete opposite.
Lorne's on lifetime probation. That guy's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You had the answer, but you just said I don't answer the question, moron. Yes. Do you listen to yourself when you speak?
Yeah. Do you listen to me?
Yes.
It doesn't sound like you are.
How?
Because you say you like
but you just said I don't answer the question, moron. Do you listen to yourself when you speak?
You like to look nice for company. Understandable. Why single out one guy and call him and ask him what time he's coming over?
I don't get it.
Couldn't be more clear.
You just said I didn't answer the question.
Why would you even care what time he's coming over?
You just
when you have
said
a
I
fiance?
didn't answer the question.
When you have a fiance.
And I said you did answer the question, but why would you single out one person?
So she's supposed to, because she has a fiance, she's
Why would
supposed
you
to
single
not look nice. And she's supposed to not ask when people are arriving at her house.
I think that's the part you're missing. Like, whenever Tiffany, come over whenever, I don't have a fiance. Remember, that's what I always said, right? Like, just drop on in whenever. Ain't no fiance here. Now, a fiance,
say that? Is that what you guys do?
Then it becomes a little more formal. Then it becomes a little more formal.
There's a few more pieces of red tape to cross.
A few more steps. There's an online thing.
Yeah.
Her probation officer has to get involved. It's a whole thing. So,
got to make sure there's no felonies.
Yeah, Maria wants to make sure I'm real this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Tiffany keeps buying plane tickets. Bring me a pizza, baby. I'm really hungry. Oh no, okay, one more DiGiorno's.
Yeah, exactly.
One person.
Only one more.
Just one more Hawaiian DiGiorno's. I love you.
And why would you care? Why would you care what he thinks? Why would you care what he thinks when you already have a fiance?
This is like the weakest third act, right? Like
Honey, I don't want to find fault with you, but I can't not tell you what bothers me.
He's trying real hard to find fault with her right now.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
And I do it. What? I can't tell you. I can't not tell you what bothers me, and I expect you to tell me not. I expect you to tell me what bothers you.
God forbid I have pride and like to look nice.
Well, that's fine, honey. I love that. But I don't love it that you can call one guy just to see what time he's coming over.
You know nothing about that.
He's stacked and jacked.
But if he's coming over, then why?
Nice?
Who else was she gonna call?
Yeah.
Or having pride.
Lorne knows all about pride. Do you not remember how he showed up to meet
Maybe
Kayla?
I'm not following.
Well, it's just it in Lauren's mind, it's just giving this guy special attention and special consideration. She was seeing what time he would be there to make sure she'd have enough time to get fuckable for him to show up. Even if he wasn't going to fuck, she wanted to look extremely fuckable.
Yeah.
And that hurts Lauren's feelings.
She wanted him to think about it.
Yes. At least she wanted at least to go through his mind. I wonder if I could bang right now. And that hurts Lauren's feelings because she has a fiance. And she asked what time he'd be there, which lets him know she's basically setting an appointment to get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if I'm asking to show up at a certain time, we know what that means. Blue Boy, come by 8:30. Blue Boy be here. Blue Boy be here in 2 hours. Sloth Cat, you be here in 3 hours. You guys know what that means, right?
Absolutely.
You know, throw it in you.
How long did it take before Westmo's was throwing it in you? That's Reborn yelling at Blue Boy on the next Sundays with Con.
Or having pride. Which one's that?
Both, I guess.
No, gee, thanks. So I suppose I should go to a construction. Suppose I should go to a construction job in a suit.
He might as well. He
I don't
can't
know
do
what that's doing, but
Sure. He's not going to be working. So.
that's not my problem. That's hers.
I think it speaks more to you.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So it speaks more to me because I offered her a place to stay.
Oh my god.
But she didn't
We
want
ended up
to. She didn't want to stay in it.
Jesus. This was just a roundabout.
Rather
We're
stay in
going
her
in
truck
circles.
Instead of
Yeah.
being able to stay in a place where she can move
Because
around.
it's filthy.
Well, now she hasn't cleaned it out yet.
She didn't see the inside of the house.
She wasn't gonna be living
It doesn't matter.
It's all
Oh
the
my
shit.
god. Oh my god.
Then she
She
would
didn't come
run
in the
away.
house. Wow.
Wow.
Well,
I think we're all in agreement. Wow.
Yeah.
Here I am trying to fix the house up so that you like it.
And here you
I
are
don't give
tearing
a
me
fuck
down.
if any other woman likes it.
You're tearing me down like a teardown house, Jamie.
you'll have to keep working, I guess.
Well, why wouldn't I keep working?
Because you're a lazy piece of shit.
Yeah.
Let him have it.
Or was that a put down?
He's so used to it.
I wasn't talking about a job. We know you don't have one.
Was that a bully comment? Yeah.
No shit, I need to keep working on it. I already know that, but thanks for stating it.
You're welcome. We know you don't have one.
How's
I
Casella
love you for
going?
my... How's the what?
How's Casella going?
I haven't heard from him. So I guess I'm gonna have to start up the business and work for this lady through the winter, and whatever other jobs I can get from the business. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna go about doing it without internet people knowing that it's mine.
Well, call it RNS pallets.
I'm wondering
Yeah.
about post
Yeah.
office boxes.
Well, I would do.
If I use post office box, that'll be enough. Or if they need a physical.
I actually have a jingle that I wrote for RNS pallets.
Do you?
Like back when it first was. Yeah, I wrote a
you
jingle.
have it
where I was
ready to
gonna.
go?
I was gonna have my jingle guy do it, and I don't remember what happened. I just never got around to it. But I should. But now it sounds like there's a new LLC, so I might have to switch it up. I can't make jingles for defunct LLCs.
Full address or not? So I got to call H&R Block and see if they know the answer to the question.
Why wouldn't they know the answer? They're H&R Block. They're used to dealing with pedophiles in their questions.
I know, exactly.
Pedophile division.
My head
Hi, this is Lorne.
Not knowing what to do about a vehicle, and said really don't want a payment button. I might not have a choice in the matter. I don't want to dump a pile of money into this truck because it's got 253,000 miles on it. And that's why I wanted to talk to you yesterday about whether or not I should get one.
Why is Jamie gonna care? Yeah.
Because H&R Block cares. Did you not hear that part?
No, I didn't.
This is now a federal matter.
Yeah, they want to talk to you about your non-existent business.
He just keeps calling the poor person who is temporarily working for H&R Block at a kiosk in Walmart to help people quickly file their taxes. And Lorne keeps calling them to ask them questions about small business administration. And they're like, yeah, I guess.
They're like, we have 15 people standing in line.
Yeah, there's a lot of people right now who would like to get a quick refund so they can get some fucking groceries. Is this that pedophile again? Is this you again? I don't know who Jamie is, but it sounds like you just need to stop talking to her. Stop calling here. Stop calling here. And stop coming in. That girl doesn't want to work for you.
Oh my God.
Elton can't make a decision for yourself.
Holy fuck. Because I tried to include my fiance in on the decision. Why try to find fault with that?
Why?
Why not? Because you're my fiance.
I can't drive.
But no kidding. But you might want to have a choice in what vehicle that I get.
She clearly doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
right.
I can't drive.
Yeah, she's just copying and pasting.
But
that's a copy paste, Lorne.
I know what vehicles you like.
Do it again. Do it again, Jamie.
What one you would like or what one you wouldn't
drive.
I was just trying to include you, honey. I didn't want to leave you out.
Oh.
Jamie doesn't want to be included.
Can Jamie drive?
No.
Oh. Then why would she care? She can't drive.
Right. Samantha doesn't want to live in the house. Mm-hmm. Roy doesn't want to live in the house, and he's offended at everybody.
Well,
I like how he thinks he's the one making these decisions.
Yeah.
So, well, you don't understand. Roy is not. Roy is actually though choosing the dark path. Roy isn't even making his own decisions. Sweet Lady Alcohol is deciding for Roy.
Mm.
And see, Lorne used to have a mistress by the name of Sweet Lady Alcohol, but he kicked that vice voluntarily on his own at the behest of law enforcement and probation. But even if they wouldn't have stepped in, he would have done it anyway, just to be a better person.
He was going to do it when she moved up there.
He was going to do it. He was going to do it as soon as he was going to quit smoking and drinking. But he's like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and give up drinking now because they told me I need to, or I'll go back to jail. And then
he's going to lose weight, everything.
He's going to lose. He's going to start his business back up. Do you guys know he used to have a septic business and they did pretty well at one point? He's going to start that back up. He'll make your bank accounts look like shit.
How many jobs do you think they had?
One.
Well, they probably. If you're a new business, they're probably undercutting with pricing because he's a moron and didn't, was pricing for now a fly-by-night business versus any actual growth. He probably got 3 or 4 jobs.
I'm sure the only jobs he ever had were for his own family members.
He probably got some referrals from family members.
He even had a business.
Jobs.
Because I could have sworn he has told the story, and he made it sound like it was his brother's business.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, he was definitely working with a business that made some money and did some shady shit. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Could you
much
imagine
beyond
this
that.
man starting and running a business?
No.
No,
That's
I
why
can imagine a business being handed to him, and
Like, I
then
don't
because
know if it's-
I just can't see Lorne going and doing quotes and doing
No.
any of that stuff that would be necessary to do business. Come on, Lorne, you got 7 minutes to save this. Turn it all
Yeah.
around.
Turn it around.
Turn it all around, buddy.
I'm sorry for finding fault with you.
Nice.
Aw.
Yeah.
Not I'm sorry, but I'm sorry for finding fault with you. Qualify the apology.
I don't give a shit.
Oh.
You again.
Jamie.
She won't
He's
give
trying
her-
to tie this up
It's
in a
just-
bow
yeah.
so that this man can go to bed
He can go to
knowing
bed with a
that
smile. He can
his woman loves him.
Right? He could sleep on a pillow of romance instead of a
Mhm.
cloud of spikes.
Yeah.
He's not giving him that. Lorne? He's thinking. He's digging
walking.
he's digging through those files in his head. All the little drunk Lornes digging. Come on, find some poetry, find something.
I really think you're close to perfect.
Nice.
Not you're perfect, you're wonderful. You're close to perfect.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Not even mom.
That was amazing. He found something that he knew was going to work, and you guys immediately shit on it. That shows your bias.
I've been
Shows-
influenced by Jamie, I feel.
That's all. You just feel like Lorne needs to be protecting Roy. And I think that's where you're wrong. I think they need to be protecting each other. They're young men. They're going to be 60 soon. Someone's got to be looking out for them.
Yeah, that's true.
If it's not going to be the Armstrong boys, then who?
Us kids.
Us kids.
Every time he says that, it makes my spine tingle. I don't know why.
Yeah,
It just creeps me
Everything
out.
bothers you.
Because I'm
No,
a bitch.
everything doesn't bother me.
Just most things.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
They can't even agree on this.
I'll try harder.
Apparently I was lying about my cousin getting in a car wreck.
I was being open with you and letting you know what was going through my mind at the time.
Openly accusing
You
you.
wanted to know my
Yeah,
thoughts.
yeah. I was telling you, I'm
I've
not
never done
quite
that
sure
with
if you're
anybody
telling me
else.
the truth.
I was openly accusing you of lying to me. At least I did it in the open instead of just stewing on it. I outright called you a fucking liar to your face. That's called respect and love. Lorne's an idiot. I don't know if you guys know that or not. Lorne's a fucking moron.
Right open as in, you didn't believe what I say.
No, I believe you.
Well,
it's just,
No, you didn't.
yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
It's just important for me to let you know what was going through my thoughts at the time. Because you're always wanting to get into my head,
That wouldn't
so I
have
let you in.
crossed your mind. That's the
So I
point.
let you in. This
Yeah.
bitch. Did
You're
you?
always wanting to get into my head, so I let you in.
You always wanted my head, so I let you have a glimpse. I let you have a glimpse of the jealousy swirling or the insecurity swirling in my head that I've never shared with anyone but you. That moment when I was jealous that I thought that you would actually want another man other than me, that to me, I've never shown anyone that. I'm usually a very strong, reserved man. Does he not know that all this shit's on the internet? Like, he can't lie like that to people when he knows all this shit's on YouTube. He even says just type in my name and click, and it does its magic or whatever. All this shit's online. I let you have a glimpse. Fuck you with that after school special bullshit. Drop shed gorgeous. We got to work on the house. What we were working on was building a foundation for love, and that's how it opens. That's how it opens.
And that's when I turn it off.
That's the point. That's when you see starring Dean McDermott and Jennifer Love Hewitt. Then you turn it off, and then you just watch an old Gilmore Girls and fall asleep crying. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
I've never let anybody in my thoughts before like that. So maybe that should tell you something.
He wants that to be a gift.
Yeah.
It is a gift.
Oh, it is a gift. Okay.
Keep repeating it doesn't mean shit. It still stands. You didn't believe me. Maybe that should tell you something.
Why couldn't you just answer me when I asked you?
Right, see how the truth comes out.
How the truth comes out? You go around answering my questions.
Because you already assumed you knew.
Sorry, I'm paranoid about it.
Well.
I let you into my head, and I showed you that I was paranoid.
Lately.
Is basically what he's saying.
Paranoid about ITV.
Because you seem to be giving him a lot of attention lately.
Oh my god.
Because you don't trust me.
Well, I trust you.
Because you don't trust me.
I do trust you. But I'm not. But I'm bothered by it. It disturbs me that you're giving him so much attention.
Your feelings, you coward.
Oh, of course.
Oh, of course.
He hates being called a coward.
Yeah.
That's like Michael J. Fox being called a chicken in Back to the Future. That's what you know. You know you can call Lorne a coward, and you're going to get a reaction out of him. Which is crazy of all the things for him not to want to be called.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Coward would be the one that gets.
Yeah, it's like the bottom of the list. You're a pedophile, dude.
Look, don't call him fat, and don't call him a coward. Don't call him a fat coward. Please, are the tears that you will have to mop up if you call this man a fat coward. You're a fat coward with no fiance. That's the triple right there. I hit him 3 times.
What said own your feelings, stupid? Listen.
You just said,
I
fuck
said
my
own
feelings.
your feelings, stupid. Listen.
You're feeling stupid?
Yeah, you said all my feelings.
Oh,
fuck off all my feelings.
Oh, fuck off. Own your feelings, you coward.
Oh, all my feelings. Well, I did own my feelings. I told you.
Come on.
No, you didn't.
No, I did. You already know how I feel. I don't keep it a secret from you.
Every time you say I do trust you, you aren't owning your feelings.
No,
Well,
Jamie, I do trust you.
No.
I do trust you.
no,
But I
you
question
don't.
whether you thinking. I question whether you think about what you're actually doing.
So you don't trust her.
Right.
What the fuck does that mean? I question you, but I question if you know what you're actually doing. Have you ever heard some dumb shit like that before?
No.
That's
How do you
some,
even
like, mind control stuff right there?
It is. It is. I mean, I've heard people say I trust you. It's them I don't trust.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they're talking to their kid and their kid wants to stay out late to stay at a party. No, I don't. You got to come home. Well, you don't trust me. I don't trust everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's fine if it's your 16-year-old, but this is your. What do you not trust that she's doing?
Yeah, your adult fiance.
Right, and how did we get from him being all upset about the hot ticket turning him down to now we're talking about where all of a sudden we're at his jealousy and this dude that she like got dressed to see? How did we get here?
I think we were gaslit.
I think we were. It was a really, really weak gaslight. And it was like a real, because we spent an hour and 20 minutes on the one thing about this girl, and then it's like a fucking third act surprise. We get this really weak argument from Lorne where he's trying his best to flip it on who he thinks is his fiance so that he can hang up the phone, also feeling some vindication because now at least he got some digs in at her. Because he doesn't care to win an argument, but like he got some digs in at her and got to let her know he thinks she's kind of a piece of shit too.
Yeah, I think he's trying to call her selfish, that she doesn't know how to think of him in all of these situations.
So it's still about Lorne at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So he trusts that she loves her, but maybe she doesn't understand how to show that love. Is that what you're saying?
Doesn't necessarily know how to act well.
Yeah.
Like
This is what
you
you think Lorne
shouldn't
is
be
trying to say?
worrying. Lorne is trying to say that, I think. Yeah.
Like she doesn't know how to act. So when he's saying, you know, I question if you know what you're doing or whatever. Like that's what he's saying. Like, do you even know what a girlfriend's supposed to do?
I don't know if Lorne thinks that deeply. I think he's just jealous that this man is coming over.
Well, I mean, but you know how he'll always say, like even with the Roy thing, he's not looking out for me.
Yeah.
He's thinking of that in the same way. Like,
okay, I see what you're saying.
Like, I don't know that you understand that by you worrying about getting dressed up and you're asking Carter what time he's going to get there means that you care, obviously, what he thinks. But what about what I think? Don't you understand?
Or at the very least, like what he was trying to tell Ramona, you're just so naive. Like this guy wants to fuck you and you're too stupid to see it.
Yeah.
Like, not because you're, you know, like you're not a whore. You're just too naive to understand that that's what he wants.
Right. I have to show you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to show you that.
Listen, coming from a pervert like myself, let me explain what this guy's doing. I'm so good at it. I'm registered with federal.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so good at being a pervert. I'm registered for life. Okay, so trust me, I'm a bit of an expert.
Yeah, I do. But I question whether or not you think about what you're actually. I question whether you think about what you're doing and saying.
I don't think she does.
Oh, fuck off.
Of course.
He's still sitting there.
Let me be your robot and do and say what you want.
Let me be your robot and do.
That's not what I'm saying.
Fuck off.
When you give another guy so much attention like that,
what is he getting from this?
Of course, it's going to disturb me. Yeah. Bro, this, bro, that. Bro, even when they're having phone sex.
Touch my tits, bro.
Grow up, I'm done by.
No, of course.
This call was brought to you by the.
We don't need to advertise that.
Yeah.
That little piece of trash. Yeah. What did you guys think of that call?
It's a great call.
It is a great call. Yeah. I wish we could have heard that conversation with the lovely Samantha.
I mean, I do, but then it also gives me a chance to write something and have Slothcat animated of the actual meeting.
Well,
yeah.
How good would that be?
I was gonna animate him just talking about it. Like,
well, but we know if you do it on your own, we know what it's gonna. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you
right. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get involved so that we don't embarrass ourselves. See, this is why no one wants to stream with me.
Yeah,
yeah. This
You're
is
so
the last
mean
time.
to your guests.
That's strike 2 right there. That's strike 2.
We do have just one more clip of Tad Lockhart meeting a young Slothcat on the street. And then we're gonna end it.
All right.
It's not that video, guys.
What you doing here?
Well, I'm telling the people in the camera right here all about street dancing.
Well, not for us. Not for us, well.
There ain't no competition. There ain't no
When you're born in the ghetto with no money, you see all your friends live to die, but you're determined since you're born, you're gonna get by. So you go to school to get straight A's, cause you say you're gonna leave the ghetto someday, but when it's time to leave, you go to work, but your money's no good, your boss is the dirt.
It's like,
finally,
it's like when,
you realize
that's how you shook a Carl Weathering fucked you up.
You were supposed to try hard, go to school, but you still ended up a social fool.
That was good, right? Wasn't that good? I can't believe your dad sunk all that dealership money into these.
Lockhart wasn't very good though.
He was not. He was
offbeat.
Again,
and then they had to cut away from him. And you never saw him again.
Yeah, well, this was after Carl Weathering, did his damage to his brain. So, but the audition was before. So your dad was just as confused. Who was the slow man who showed up?
My fondest memory is that he gave me his leather jacket afterwards,
We're why am I here? Well, obviously I'm here to teach people about street dancing. Look at me. Look at me.
Why did they put a light bulb in the guy's mouth on the floor? I didn't understand that.
I know. I didn't either.
That's how they checked if you still had a pulse.
Mr. Westmost and I, we're going to have a fucking reckoning, that son of a bitch and me. And he can mark that to the fucking bank.
First time I heard a dazzle dance, I had no idea it was going to be this much fun. I mean, I've learned the E.T., the Smurf, Hunkin', breaking, pop locking, and the run. And when you put it all together, that is dazzle dancing. So for more dancing fun, keep in touch with the next edition of Dazzle Dancing.
The following announcement has been paid for by the Lorne World Order.
Shawty wanna fuck. Shawty likes it rough and she's got a big oily butt. A big round wet McMuffin. Shawty's got sexual techniques and a big round oily butt. Goosebumps on her booty cheeks. I wanna bust a nut. She's looking good. She's got a lot of class. Big hoop earrings and a big round ass. I crack a stupid joke, but it still makes her giggle. I'm one step closer to seeing that booty jiggle. Seeing that booty bounce up and down and around. Vigorously shaking and making that clapping sound. She's shaking that booty and dripping with sweat. Coconut booty oil makes her big butt wet. She's super bad, so I'm looking for some trouble. Booty looking like a big round wet bubble. Baby got back. Baby got a big round butt I wanna smack. Baby got oil dripping down her booty crack. I'm hungry for that booty, baby, give me a snack. I pour a cold glass of water on her big round butt. I makes her get the goosebumps, so I can bust a nut. Shawty wanna fuck. Shawty likes it rough and she's got a big oily butt. A big round wet McMuffin. Shawty's got sexual techniques and a big round oily butt. Goosebumps on her booty cheeks. I wanna bust a nut. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Shawty wanna flow, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Shawty wanna flow, whoa, whoa.
The preceding announcement was paid for by the Lorne World Order.